growing up can sometimes be hard, but we're growing up. That's the key. You know, I thought we played some really good basketball against South Dakota State. You know, they jumped out early. I think they went 4 for 5 from the three. Then I thought we settled in defensively, got some stops, got going offensively, was up 9 at half, and then we started the third quarter. The third quarter is where we lost that game. When you look back, we end the half, missed layup, and start the third with a turnover, and then still had two chances in the end to tie the game. So we're playing better basketball for longer stretches. We just have to be able to really dial in coming out of breaks and coming out of timeouts, and eliminating again the empty turnovers. And then, you know, we had game plan all week for Adi. And let me just say this, and I said this last week. Iowa State is a better basketball team than they were a year ago, individually and collectively. They defend better. Adi is Adi. She is one of the top 2 post players in the country for a reason. And then Brown is going to be an All-American. There's no ifs and buts about that. And then the addition of Williams gives them a young lady that can get downhill, terrific passer. They're extremely hard to guard. So we had game plan all week for Adi, and then obviously you come out and she's not playing, and now the game plan becomes a little bit different. And again, I thought we did some good things, especially early, terrific first quarter, and then we allowed some missed shots, transition into some miscues on the defensive end. And the one thing about Iowa State is they are methodical offensively, but they are extremely, and I mean extremely efficient. From the three, obviously inside out, they exploit mismatches. They are really, really good. And your margin of error is extremely small against a team like that. Got shots, didn't knock it down. I'm not gonna tell you the moment was too big for us, but I think we learned a very valuable lesson going to Hilton Coliseum. Not only did we face the 10th grade team without their best player, but that place was loud. Iowa State's on a mission, they're better, and it had nothing to do with what took place a year ago, although I think they remembered that. It had everything to do with that Northern Iowa was the next game in their path. That team is that driven, and I said that last week just based on watching them on film. They are a much better basketball team than they were a year ago. We're going into finals. It's a good time. It gives us a little time to get away from the game for a couple days, really focus on the classroom, which our young women have always done a terrific job of that. And then we'll get back to work on Wednesday against a very good St. Thomas team who beat Drake by 20. We're going to have to be mature enough to still balance the classroom and still get better in practice, and make sure that we do everything in our power to go into Christmas break with great momentum, then going into Missouri Valley Conference play. And then I do want to go back. You know me, I'm all over the place. And I do think a key in the Iowa State game was, and also the South Dakota State game, was RG got in foul trouble. And she is literally the head of our snake. As she goes, we go. And it's really important when you look at the games that we've won, that young lady's been on the floor for a variety of minutes of those games. So she understands it's really important for her to stay out of foul trouble and stay on the floor for this team.